I'm so glad the time machine doesn't exist, because if I were to go back in past 10 years from now and speak to my older self and tell them, it's going to be a Batwoman TV show, I wouldn't believe it. I'll be like, wow, that is so cool. A Batwoman TV show. And it's like, yes, and she's going to be a lesbian. I'll be like, oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. But if you were to tell the older me that the show is going to drop by 80% in ratings, I would not believe it. I would be like, so what, are there some puritanical Christians in the future? How can you mess this up? How can you mess up a show with a superhero that's a lesbian and she kicks ass? Like, that's going to sell. Every single teenager that's a guy is going to want to watch that. Like, you need a PhD in suckiness in order to influence that in a negative way. But yet, here we are. Here we behold. Like, they have managed to create a superhero TV show that teenage boys do not like. And like, they have everything. All the ingredients are there. Okay, famous comic book character, check. Action-packed, check. Big corporation with a big budget, check, check, check. Like, how can you manage to mess it up? Fantastic. Like, I think the main issue, and this is what they don't want to admit, that the main problem might not be that the superhero was white, but the main problem might be that the story is shit. Like, when you watch the trailer for season 1, and you see the character go like, I'm a woman! I'm like, wow, congratulations! Wow, your parents won the coin toss when they fucked. That is just so astonishing. Like, that's literally what the show is about. She's a woman. And then you have, like, cringy dialogue where she's like, I'm not going to allow a man to steal the credit of a woman's work. And it's like, hold on a little bit. You stole Batman's costume. You stole his identity. You stole his company. And you're stealing his shtick. And not to mention, like, Batman never cared about getting credit for what he was doing. Like, he just wanted to fight crime. Like, he had a noble pursuit. He just wanted to end crime. And here you're having this vain superhero that's all about recognition. Like, it's not about saving people. It's not about trying to improve the world. It's just getting that applause, getting those claps. It's like, I'm sorry, that's not what superheroes are about. So clearly the showrunners do not understand what superheroes are about. I guess the first actress they chose, she probably got tired of breaking her back by playing this role in a TV show that's dropping in ratings. Strong and empowered women, I guess in fiction, but on set they didn't provide the necessary security for her not to break her bones, so like obviously she quit. And then it's like, oh, you know what we're going to do? This is how we're going to attract more people. How? Hire a black character. Wow. I guess like no one saw that on the big screen before. I mean, oh my god, like that's definitely going to save the show. Not good writing. Not like actually hire a writer that knows how to write superhero shows. No. That's regressive. That's reactionary. Go with more progressiveness. How does it work out for you now? 80% drop in ratings. But I'm pretty sure the critics love it. Like, I'm sure, like, the critics are praising it everywhere. I honestly feel bad for the actress. Like, her reputation has been tarnished by this TV show. So, 80% viewer drop. Batwoman Season 2 debut on the CW with a 0.1 rating. I never thought I saw this number before. 0.1 rating. 663,000 viewers tuning in. I seen YouTube channels with more views per week than this. Holy crap. Season 1 premiere brought in 1.8 million viewers. The number, and by the way, take into account that this is during the pandemic when people are forced to stay home and they have absolutely nothing better to do. And it's like, oh, well, if I'm chained in my little house here, I might as well watch Batwoman. The number is also down for Batwoman Season 1. Why don't these people get the hint, though? Like, you would think at one point the investors would get the hint. Why are you trying to force the market like this? If the market was a human being, we would call it rape at this point. I genuinely don't understand. It's like going to a school cafeteria, giving the type of food that you notice every single kid hates, and then the next day you're doubling down. No, the food is excellent. It's the kids that are wrong. Stop raping the market. No means no. Like, get the message already. Jesus. While some sites are trying to spin things as if Batwoman going head to head against the NFL is a factor. Oh, the NFL is losing viewers as well. Like, I highly doubt they share the same audience. Yeah, exactly. You know, like I don't view the high school jock or the elderly gentleman that watches the NFL to be the same person that watches Batwoman. Isn't diversity supposed to bring in a new cast of people? Like, shouldn't women and lesbians and all the queer folk flock in to see the new Batwoman? Shouldn't they lift the ratings and carry the show? Where are these people? Because that's how diversity was advocated first. I'm the type of person that thinks diversity doesn't matter. You have it, you don't have it, that doesn't make a show good or great. What makes the show good or great is the storytelling. That's the important aspect. Like, if you don't have the storytelling, you don't have the right script, doesn't matter who you're casting. Maybe there are a couple of exceptions where maybe, like, you know, if you were to cast some famous actors, you might get some butts in seats, even if the story is bad. But, like, still, you don't want to go there. It's really no surprise why no one else is watching the show, as it's simply another woke Hollywood project to promote an agenda. At this point, I wonder what the hell is the agenda? Like, if you want to promote an agenda and literally no one is interested, maybe the agenda is bad. Like, it says a lot more about the agenda than the people. Isn't that fascinating? Like, you think, oh, you got something worth promoting. And literally, no one wants to see it. Like, people run away from it. You're like, maybe you should rethink the agenda a little bit. Maybe promote another agenda. Maybe try going around with something else. The description for the character, she's a former drug dealer who lives in a van with her plant, and she becomes Batwoman. Oh my god, is that bad, is it? Why would I want to watch a former drug dealer who lives in a van? What does this even have to do with Batwoman? Like, I read the comics. Batwoman doesn't live in a van. Oh my god. Female mid-late 20s, any ethnicity, Ryan Wilder is about to become Batwoman. She's likable, messy, a little goofy, and untamed. Why would I want to watch a messy, goofy woman? I got enough messy, goofy people in my real life. By the way, do you know that, and I'm not even kidding, they made a porno with Batwoman. And the thing that they casted is a lot more true to the comics, to the roots, than this crap. And when people pointed out on Twitter, the actor of that porno said, it's like, do you know why we were more accurate to the comics? Because we care. Yes, they care about the fans. The woman who wore the batsuit before her. And again, it's like, she's nothing like Kate Kane. It's like, yeah, but I suppose, like, the people who were putting up with season 1 might have wanted to watch Kate Kane. Like, when you make such a drastic decision to completely overhaul the character, you're going to lose apparently 80% of your audience. With no one in her life to keep her on track, Ryan spent years as a drug runner, dodging the GCPD and masking her pain with bad habits. Today, reformed and sober, Ryan lives in a van with her plant. What the fuck is a plant? Like a cactus? Like, she's in a van with a cactus, or is a plant a slang for something? A girl who would steal milk from an alley cat and could also kill you with her bare hands. You don't know the body mass of the viewer. Like, if the viewer is a muscular man. Ryan is the most dangerous type of fighter, highly skilled and wildly disciplined. How the fuck is she disciplined if she was doing drugs? Where is the discipline? An out lesbian, athletic, raw, passionate, fallible, and very much not your stereotypical all-American hero. Well, maybe this is your problem. You know, I'm just saying that maybe this is your problem. Maybe people want the stereotypical American hero. When you try to avoid the stereotypes, and the stereotype stops existing, maybe you're trying to actually avoid the market, and the market for that thing stops existing. I mean, there are more American heroes now made in Japan. For example, UA High has All Might. All Might is the stereotypical American hero. People love My Hero Academia. Like, My Hero Academia is more famous now than American comic books, okay? Maybe instead of doing what you want, You do what the customer wants. I know, it's just such a mind-blowing idea. Oh god, like, oh, imagine if a company would just give what the customer wants, like to actually do a public service for the customer. Oh my god, that's fascism, isn't it? Batwoman season 2 first episode also has a similar Rotten Tomatoes audience score compared to the first one. See, the fans aren't that heartless. She got 36. Not much in the story is appealing. Strange action choices of a boring character, says one fan. Another one says, WTF, worst writing ever. She literally is living in a van by the river, and a plane lands 10 feet away, giving her the power to put on a suit and know how to use it. Seriously? Not even a stupid montage on how she learns to use. She literally puts on the bat suit, and then Batman's her way through fights. Just horrible writing, lazy. Clearly they can't. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with Batman is that he's like at the peak human condition. Okay, Batman doesn't do drugs. Like, that's one of the things that I know. But the second one is that Batman was so smart and intelligent that he's a billionaire, right? Like, he manages to maintain the business, the appearance. It's all about the detective aspect. None of that seems to be going on here when you're making a woman living on a van. Apparently with a plant, like, it's so important to mention the fact that she's buried. She's buried to the plant. Like, there's a plant there. That's part of the story. That's the plot. That's my god. Why is it that I can't watch anything from Western entertainment anymore? I have to go to the Koreans for entertainment. Even the Germans are making good entertainment. Like, there's this show that I saw where apparently there's a deadly virus in the water. And when it's raining, if you go outside, you die. That's made by the Germans. That's more entertaining than this crap. You know what else is entertaining? Stuff Koreans make, The Kingdom. And I'm now watching a Japanese anime, also very entertaining. It's called Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Just Google that. No, seriously, like exactly what I said. All right, Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. It's an anime. It's really good stuff. I like this. Do they not understand that people lose their jobs when they're pulling this? Like, do they not understand careers are ruined over why do they do it? Is it sadism at this point? Because, like, the first years that they did it, it's like, okay, well, they're just testing the waters. But they're still doing it now. It's 2021, okay? Stop doing it. Just stop. It's, at this point, it's painful for me. It's embarrassing for me. You know when someone does something embarrassing and you're watching it and you're getting embarrassed from what they're doing? That's how I feel about this. It's like, please stop. Just stop. Just think what you're doing. Just stop.